What's going on, my super fam? So if you guys have been following Honkai Star Rail, we know that patch 1.4 is going to be a pretty packed patch. And yes, of course, it's going to be featuring some of the most favorite and awaited character of Honkai Star Rail. Especially we have Jingliu and some hot ladies, including Topaz and Guinevere. Now, of course, today we're just going to be focusing on talking about Jingliu and Topaz because they are the 5-star character appearing of the patch. And as usual, we're going to be talking about the most important question of every single patch, and that is which character you should be pulling, Jingliu or Topaz. Now, a big disclaimer, guys, is that currently none of these characters are yet to be official, so any of the opinion here would only be my personal opinion on these characters, and of course we will have to wait for them to be officially released before we have a definite conclusion. And so with that out of the way, guys, let's just dive into the video. First off, we have our girl Topaz. She is a pretty unique character because of course her character actually surrounds money. I actually really like the character design because there is her companion Nambi, which is pretty cute. Now, of course, we have already seen from the live stream that most of the time Nambi will be the one to be attacking, so we're not going to be seeing Topaz being much in the action, which is kind of sad for those of you who love Topaz. But overall, her kit is pretty interesting, which has been covered a bit, which is that she's mainly going to be focusing on having follow-up attack damage. So what her skills does is that whenever she uses it, she will be applying what's called proof of death toward the specific target, and what this does is that it will increase the target to receive follow-up damage. What you do want to know is that only one target would be affected by proof of death at a time, and at the start of an ally turn or during the ally's action, if there are no enemies with the proof of death on field, Topaz will randomly cause the enemy to enter the proof of death. And so why is this important is where her talents comes in, because whenever we start the battle, Nambi will be right beside Topaz. Now, Nambi is kind of like a separate character we have on the team, for he also has a specific speed stat by default, and then Nambi will launch follow-up attack on the target that is afflicted with proof of death. What's more interesting is that if your team actually has a lot of characters that can do follow-up attacks, whenever your ally do the follow-up attack, Nambi's action will be advanced forward, allowing him to do a lot more follow-up attack as well. Now, Topaz burst will be increasing the damage multiplier and the crit damage of Nambi, and then whenever your allies do a basic skill or ultimate attack, Nambi's action will also be advanced forward, and whenever he does 2 attacks, his burst duration will end. So overall, of course, I can't really go too much in depth into the specific number of Topaz skills because Hoyoverse doesn't allow me that, but what we can feel is that Nambi will most likely have a decent scaling, therefore he will be able to dish out decent damage number for the team. Plus, overall, Topaz playstyle is pretty simple. Many of the time we may not have to do too much on Topaz turn because she also has the ability to randomly cause enemy to enter proof of death if none of the enemies are targeted by it, and then the rest is basically just going to be Nambi's doing the damage himself. So overall, guys, we've already got most of her skills and kit information throughout the live stream, and so let's talk a bit about what I think her potential pros and cons would be. Is that for Topaz Pro, she's a pretty easy character to fit into your team. I'd say that technically she would be fitting on any of the team that you want. Now, even though Topaz is a hunt character, which is more like a single target, but her kits makes it a little bit similar to AoE, for even though Nambi only target a single enemies at a time, however, whenever proof of death ends, Topaz will also randomly choose the next target. And yes, of course, if you're able to build Topaz to a high level, therefore Nambi will be doing a lot of follow-up attack, helping you clear out your enemies quite fast. Now, since Topaz is considered as follow-up damage, you can actually utilize her in the normal simulator universe as well as the bug with the follow-up attack buff path, and that's something to be considered when you are having Topaz on your account. Another good thing about her is that she's not going to be skill point negative for your team, as most of the time I can guarantee you that you'll be just using her basic attack and then use her E skill between turns whenever it is really needed. Now, for downside, guys, I don't really think there are too much downside to Topaz at this point in time. Probably we'll have to wait until her official release to really test her damage level. But something to note though would be regarding her light cones, for she is a hunt character where she focuses on follow-up attack, and currently there aren't really any of the light cones that would be buffing follow-up attack for Nambi. Therefore, the difference between her light cones, which is her BIS option, is going to be pretty huge compared to other free-to-play options that you can get. But overall, if you are going to be going with free-to-play, then our hunt 5-star light cone in the Herta shop should usually be the best one to go with. Moving on, we have our lovely Jingliu, a character that is so much loved by many of the players in Honkai's Star community. So for Jingliu Skill and Kit, her E will be basically deals ice damage toward her enemies and obtain 1 stack of what's called Syzygy. Her burst will also be dealing massive ice damage toward your targeted enemies, while also additionally dealing decent ice damage toward adjacent targets as well, and also giving her another stack of Syzygy. But the most important thing within her kit is gonna be her talents, for whenever she has 2 stacks of Syzygy, she enters what's called Spectral Transmigration state, where it increases her crit rate by a lot, and now her skills becomes enhanced. So whenever you use this skill, she will be consuming all of your other allies' HP to increase Jingliu's attack. So in other words, if you're using character have high max HP, Jingliu will be able to get even more buff from this talent. So it's something that you want to consider whenever you're building Jingliu's team. Do know that whenever you use this skill, it will consume 1 stack of Syzygy, and also it won't be consuming skill points, which is a pretty good thing. So overall, that's basically Jingliu Skills and Kit. I would say that it's quite straightforward. You're basically using her normal E skill as well as her ult, so that she gets the Syzygy stacks to get her enhanced E skill, and then after that you just basically spam her E skill, while keeping in mind that you want to have her teammate with high max HP being next to her so that she can maximize her talent buffing. Overall, a lovely destruction waifu. The thing when we're using Jingliu is that your team would want to be healthy most of the time, otherwise you will be sapping out your team's HP quite fast, especially when you're up against really tough content who deals a lot of damage to the team. Unlike many other destruction characters who will be decreasing their own HP, Jingliu will be taking other member HP. Now the other big consideration whenever you decide to pull for Jingliu is that within the destruction path it is very competitive, for we have characters such as Clara, Blade, and Bibitor Lunai who are absolutely amazing destruction character. So obviously if we are looking into the meta perspective, she will be the most valuable whenever you are up against enemies that are weak with ice, if you are someone who already have many other good destruction character on your account already. So guys, that should be everything regarding Topaz and Jingliu we know at this point in time. Now guys, we're going to be moving on to the most important question of the patch, which is whoever should you be pulling for, and this is going to be purely my opinion, so you can actually follow it or not. It's going to be your choice. But from what I can see guys, neither Topaz and Jingliu is going to be an absolutely must pull for you guys at this point in time. Now of course, if you are newer to the game or you have been skipping a lot of other DPS character before, then both of these characters I would say would have decent damage level dealt to your enemies. So overall, if you do kind of want to decide either of these characters, obviously it would come down a lot to your preference if you like Jingliu gameplay or Topaz gameplay more. However guys, this is going to be my personal choosing, and this is exactly what I will be doing because I have been trying to save up for Jingliu, but after seeing Guinaifen, who's another character I really like, happens to be on Topaz banner, I will most likely be skipping Jingliu and then pull on Topaz banner and try to get for Guinaifen as well, because I actually kind of like Topaz gameplay too. So I think that's going to be a huge consideration if you're someone who really likes Guinaifen, because for free to play save up Jades, if you try to go for Jingliu's banner, most likely you won't have enough Jade to try and grab a 4-star Guinaifen unless you are really lucky. But of course, I can't wait until these characters have their official release to actually test them out and see how much damage they are able to do. So guys, I hope that the video have been really helpful for you. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more of my Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact video. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me till this part of the video guys, and with that I wish you a super day and I will catch you on my next video.